Hi, fam. How are we doing? Today is 14th of October, and I'm on my 14th day of obedience. I would say the month is going well. The SWOT is really going well. I'm looking at myself in a different picture. You know how if you want an effective way of evaluating yourself as a person, you have to look at yourself in a way that you are a different person, like the way how should I say it? Like the way professors be marking us or assessing us for exams. So literally, I use this time to assess myself. So this is my 14th day of obedience October, and this whole assessment time and refilling myself, revamping myself, and structuring myself in a new direction could possibly take me months or years. And I would say today is a very great day. This is the day where I write a letter. I write a letter to a 50-year-old version of me, a 50-year-old Bridget, and looking at the way things were flowing. Uh, I would say I already did my SWOT. On the fifth day, I did my 5 years. I did my prayer, and I wrote down things that I was grateful for, and wrote down, of course, the things I want to achieve in 5 years, things I am proud of in me, and the things I'm not proud of. I wrote I would say, my goals in this last month. Where is my pen? And today is like the day I write a letter to myself. So to while I'm writing a letter to myself, I'm looking at what was my biggest challenge or my biggest issue this year. So while I was seeing through myself, so today happens to be the day I celebrate myself, or my birthday anniversary, the official one. So I don't really do much. I just sit down, relax. Sometimes start collecting my physical donations for my 14 Hugs initiative. And while I was picking the wheelchair today, I was looking at what could be one of the biggest issues I've had. And I realized that one of my biggest issues is the lack of commitment to myself. Probably most of us when it comes to commitment, especially with me, we think about other people in our lives. It could be we easily relate commitment to everyone around us. I was also doing that. I was relating uh, commitment with everyone around me. Let it be my friends, let it be the people that I work with, let it be my parents and my siblings, and I would say my boyfriends. And in that way, I always wanted to like look single, like like live a single life, like in a way that I don't know, or should I call it an island, or like you are living with people, but you lead a life of an island. You have everyone around you, but sometimes it feels like you have no one. So I became really good at seeing flaws in other people and creating reasons why things would not work out with some people in my life. And in my mind, I thought it was a way of protecting myself, and it at some point it felt very cool having my walls up and scaring everyone away, until that same power of protecting myself turned on me. When I reached a point where I have no one to critique or project my unhappiness to but myself. And I did the self critiquing for literally 4 years. I would say since I joined since I joined college for my diploma in architecture. All I was doing in that time, I was doing a self critique, as like I would say seeing myself in a different perspective. Like uh, Bridget, the real person is here, but there's another Bridget, like an angel like person who is seeing, judging, and taking note of what Bridget is doing. I would say uh since the time of COVID, well, thank God to COVID, because those years of COVID have not only opened opportunities for me, but also opened different doors of healing and growth, different doors of creating impact with myself, different doors of letting some things go. So it was in a way of self implode, like, let me see, before I start judging everyone, let me see what I was doing. Surprisingly, I was not seeing the face of my mother that left, or my dad that always gave me away to community to take care of me. Now I was looking at Bridget the person, Bridget the person without everyone else. And all the face, I was not looking at all the faces of the men I have or had failed or had unfulfilling situationships with. I stopped looking at all the disappointments of everyone, be it my friends or my family, my siblings, my staff. And it started to look like a reflection of myself, mm, you know. So currently, or I would say at noon, turning 25 today or yesterday, for me, I was asking myself about, I would say, the commitment. Why would I ask for commitment from someone else when I too have struggled with keeping simple commitments to myself. Like, why would I expect everyone else to be fully invested, let's say to be fully invested and fully committing to making sure that I'm happy when I cannot do it for myself. I looked at for all the simple things like keeping a workout plan, all the times I've tried to work out, all the times I've tried to like stop eating junk food, all the times I've told myself that I don't want to sleep a lot or wake up late, and all the times I say I am going to stay healthy this year. I'm going to keep a healthy diet. I'm going to stop having unprotected sex, and if I have to have sex, it has to be protected. I was looking at all those lists of things I've done in the years back, and I was like, so I expect everyone else to commit themselves to me, to commit themselves to my happiness, and I cannot do the same for myself. So I had to look at a new way of how I can commit to holding myself accountable before I start pointing fingers at others for my failures in the face of discomfort for a better life outcome. I would say back then, okay, 2 days back, I would like cry and hide away for long days of sleeping. Like when you're very stressed and you decide to sleep yourself, and like to sleep yourself to, how do they say, like crying yourself to sleep, or okay, to sleep myself to happiness. I would cut off people for like weeks, and I'm like, I do not want. I would even put it on my status. Anyone who's looking for me, please wait for Monday 10 a.m. That's when I'll be picking calls. And for for a short while, it felt like I was doing a great thing. For a short while, it felt like I was doing the right thing to either healing or even overcoming whatever it is that has disturbed me in that time. So I would say all my reactions to simple broken promises, because I cannot tolerate any person that did not keep their word to me, or still, I would still hold on to little pieces to an extent that I would devise means or ways to revenge or get back at people for the things they've done to me. And sometimes those specific people would not even know they hurt me, or they did something that was not cool, or something I did not like. So not taking I actually did all that without taking in accounts of the miscommunications, of my own quote amnesias of my own words, looking at my own failed fulfillment towards others, and how I have fallen short of my own expectations over the years. While I viewed, and in that way, I would say I always viewed relationships as relationships as opportunities or loopholes to do the work, until it did not really make sense for me to always point fingers or hold other people accountable for the wrong things happening in my life. So I would say I started volunteering with GPCC, fully volunteering. Yes, we could have started the organization in 2016, but fully giving my all to my volunteering work with GPCC. It was during COVID time, COVID lockdown. So working there has not only supported me, or even still supporting me to rearrange myself as an individual, to be very mindful, to be very, very mindful of the needs of others before I would say yes to the I would hold my needs first, but also have them at the same level with other people's needs. If I expect this person to be nice to me, I should equally be nice to them. If I expect this person to communicate fully to me, I should as well show or portray the right communication for them. If I want a great mental health or great or happy life, joyful life, fulfilling life, I should I should like be a mirror, or do the same things for myself for people to do. Like, how should I say it? The way you're like, people say, if you want people to treat you at a high value level, or to treat you very well, treat them well as well. You do not expect to sow beans and harvest maize, or you do not expect to portray inconsistency and expect others to be very consistent with you. So I would say I'm very happy with the growth, or with the points I am at this time, and letting go of things I cannot really fully control, honoring my words, even if it takes me years to fulfill it, and working towards bettering myself every day is another great way to growth and healing. So happy birthday to me, and happy new year to me, with life full of glory. And in case any of you resonate with this conversation today, with my day 14 activity, please take time to work on yourself. Take time to evaluate yourself, and also put yourself in a safe space where you look at your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and how it has affected your life, either positively or negatively. And also, do not forget to be nice and very easy on yourself, because if you're not, there's no one else who will do that for you. So, guys, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. And in case this whole conversation resonates, please leave us a comment. And if you can share this conversation with anyone, let's say it could be your friend, please share or recommend someone to visit the conversation, so that we can all learn, grow, and heal together. Thank you.